Okay, next up is cookies and attachments. And if you have any familiarity with the internet, your understanding of cookies, or you understand the fact that cookies exist as text files, and browsers use these cookies to do what? They basically use it to track and to provide a quote unquote enhanced user experience, right? I'm not buying that one anymore. I mean, yes, that is a almost a byproduct now of what cookies are used for, but primarily they're used by advertising companies and the big search engines and so forth to basically track activity so that when you come back again, they can either present you with a formatted screen that's to your liking, or they can say, hey, welcome back, or they can understand where you've been and what you've maybe purchased previously. But cookies are there really for a tracking mechanism. All right, so it stores information about the user, and it can be such things as a website history, your browser settings, basically to customize the user experience, but also for tracking. Now, there's another thing that's come out that's a little more troublesome, that's been around for a few years now, and that's called ever cookies. Now, ever cookies write information to multiple locations, and they're extremely hard to get rid of. So they're designed not to be deleted. Now, cookies themselves, we all have different tools, or we might go in and clear our browsing history and hit Control Shift Delete in your browser, and it'll come back and say, hey, do you want to remove your browsing history and your this and your that, your passwords, your form fields, and your cookies? And that's great. However, these ever cookies that are written do not get deleted during this process. Okay, so browsers, they have the option to not accept cookies, or at least third-party cookies, but you also have the potential to break certain websites when you do that. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. You can put in certain add-ons, like within Firefox or Chrome. You can add additional plugins or add-ons that will prohibit cookies from running, prohibit Java from running, Flash, and so forth, which is great. It makes it more secure, but it also really inhibits your browsing experience. So those browser add-ons can help mitigate the threat. Like, for instance, Firefox has one called the NoScript add-on, which is great. It can block a whole myriad of things, but if you let it run in its default state, it breaks most of the websites that you go to, and you have to go in and selectively start to allow things to come through. So it makes browsing, yes, more secure, but also much more of a pain.